Just outside of the popular tourist town of Amaga in northern Colombia lies this thick green jungle. There is actually a walking path that leads you from Amaga deep into this jungle. It will bring you all the way to this terrifying, enormous old railroad bridge that spans this huge ravine. However, since its decommissioning, there's actually been, ironically, more traffic on this bridge. People come out to this bridge to go bungee jumping. Back in early July of 2021, a 25-year-old Colombian lawyer named Yesenia Gomez, who lived about an hour north of Amaga in the larger city of Medellin, she told her boyfriend that she wanted to go bungee jumping. This was something Yesenia had talked about for a long time, but every time it became a real thing and they were actually going to go do it, she would back down because she was just too scared. But for whatever reason, in July of 2021, Yesenia had the confidence and the courage to actually see this thing through. And so her boyfriend, when he heard how serious she was, he capitalized on the opportunity. And so right away, he called the Amaga bungee jumping company to book a slot for he and Yesenia to jump off of their bridge. So on the day they were supposed to jump, which was Sunday, July 18th, they made their way out to this bridge. They are amazed at the number of people who are already in line waiting to jump off of it. They've been forced to wait for a really long time, and this whole time they're watching other people jump, and Yesenia is starting to panic. But she did tell her boyfriend that she's not about to back down. And then finally, Yesenia and her boyfriend reach the front of the line, and they make their way to the edge of the platform, so they're looking out over this ravine, and the staff members are putting on their harnesses and getting them ready. And Yesenia, she's starting to get tunnel vision, her heart is racing, she's totally panicked, and then at some point, one of the staff members finally says, "Okay, jump." And so Yesenia jumps. Except it would turn out Yesenia had made a mistake. That staff member who had said, "Okay, jump," was talking to her boyfriend, not Yesenia. However, Yesenia, in her totally panicked state, had just not understood and had leapt, believing they were telling her to jump. They had not attached the actual elastic rope to her ankles. And so when Yesenia jumped, there was nothing stopping her from smashing into the ground. Her boyfriend ripped off all of his gear and he ran down the hillside all the way to the bottom of this ravine, but when he finally got to his girlfriend, it was already too late. She was already gone. It would later be determined Yesenia did not die from impacting the ground. She actually died from a heart attack she suffered on the fall down, which means she must have realized after she jumped that she jumped too early, that she did not have the bungee cord attached to her legs. And so literally the fear of what was about to happen to her killed her.